Welcome to this episode of NaturaLawn of America Franchise Spotlight. We're going to go to Cape May, New Jersey, and talk to Marlene Conover. Marlene, how are you doing?
I'm doing great today. How about you, Blaine?
I'm doing wonderful, and thank you for talking to us. We don't get to talk to many women that are in the industry. Of course, they might be associated in the industry with a spouse, but you're actually in the business every day, running the business with your husband, Jeff. First, talk a little bit about why you chose to be in business when it comes to what we do, the organic-based fertilization, weed control, mosquito, flea, and tick.
Sure. We were in a landscaping business beforehand and started to get an interest in this avenue. We enjoy the outdoors part of things, and we liked the idea of being more organic based, having that options, as well as the same for tick control and mosquito ranger. Having the options of organic based products to use was a big benefit, we thought.
And how'd you hear about NaturaLawn of America? Do you remember?
Well, back in the day, I think it was a magazine ad. There wasn't much on the internet at that point in time, but there was an ad that we saw that piqued our interest, and we started to pursue it.
And you're going into, I believe, your 13th season now?
Yeah, 13th full season we've got going.
And in the background there, I see some awards.
Yeah.
You had a big year last year. Talk about it.
We did. We had a big year. We jumped over that $1 million mark, which was huge. It was exciting too, gratifying and whatnot. And it was a big mountain that we were climbing, that we kind of feel like we got to one of those plateaus.
And I do want to say that when we're talking about $1 million, we're talking about deposits. We're not talking about sales. We're talking about that, that money in the bank. This is a subscription-based service that we provide to residential homeowners. And talk about that, because primarily the people that you deal with are residential, and not commercial.
Yeah, primarily residential homes. We have a large area that we cover, and a lot of time is spent with customers and building that. So yeah, it's a one-on-one deal, and I'm here in the office every day dealing with the daily operations of what's going on.
So you're kind of like the chief operating officer. You're answering the phone, making sales.
Yeah.
I know that you have some help part-time. Nora, your daughter, helps out. So it's a family-run operation.
Yeah. I handle the office or admin side of things, and Jeff handles the techs and the actual operations of the outside business side.
So how's it been with the support in terms of you're going in your 13th season? Obviously, you went through an onboarding process as a new business. You were in a segment of that of this business, but obviously going into the lawn care, fertilization, organic based, the flea, tick, and mosquito. How's the support been through your journey as a NaturaLawn of America franchise?
Yeah, that the support has been great, and that was one of the reasons that we wanted to be part of a franchise, was that we wanted to have the support and knowledge and options, and that was there. So whether it's on the agricultural side or if it was on the business side, there were people who had the experience or were available to help give you knowledge that you might not have had, or experiences.
So, Marlene, if you could turn back the clock and either give yourself some advice or somebody that is looking at the NaturaLawn of America franchise offering, what advice might that be?
Well, advice, you have to give it the time and the energy that it needs. But the payoff is grand when you get there. But it takes the time and effort that's needed. And I think just good general practices of business, the products are good, the results are good. So if you put the time in, the benefit is definitely there.
And you're really now launching full scale into the mosquito ranger aspect of it also.
Yeah, yeah. So we've started to focus or add on to what we've been doing. So we're launching or starting to get the word out about our mosquito ranger program and start to get that established and rolling along. And it's getting there. It's on its way.
All right. Well, Marlene, I want to thank you for joining us. I want to congratulate you and Jeff and Nora for your incredible accomplishment of reaching that $1 million club, as I like to call it. And I want to thank you for joining NaturaLawn of America Franchise Spotlight. And we wish you an incredible season coming up.
Thanks, Blaine. It was good talking to you. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you, Marlene.